Let us call any helpful beings who are of benevolence and are interested in the most good for all involved. Hail and welcome. I welcome the spirits of earth, air, fire, water, and ether to this space. Welcome any beings, named or unnamed, who are of divine will and universal law. Hail and welcome. I welcome any ancients, ancestors, any angels, any ascended masters who are here for the most good of all involved and are in alignment with divine will and universal law. Hail and welcome. I love you. I thank you. I am sorry. And please forgive us. I trust you. For May 3rd through the 9th, we will be doing our weekly reading. Chose the Simplicities tarot deck from Three of Cups Company and Lorena Joy. So the Simplicities tarot is amazing. It's such a small, cute, bridge-sized deck. Absolutely loving to shuffle it. Love how it holds in my hand. I enjoy the box. Thank you for the thumb cuts. Super easy to carry in my bag. It's so small. And the images are straight to the point. So thank you. We do a 3-card spread for our weekly reads. Know, show, grow, which is also synonymous for head, heart, and balance, and past, present, and future. So what information do we need to know for this week of May? No. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. This is usually one that tends to sting a little bit. The words betrayal come to mind, mainly because it's like a typical interpretation of this. So remember, this is in our know position, so in our mind. It's also in our past. The Three of Swords will always have a different meaning to me for the month of March. So 2 months ago, I received the Three of Swords for my Sincerely 78 offering. And the picture is usually with a heart that has 3 swords piercing into it. And the card that was there, has that, but such an interesting, novel way. The affirmation that was for that month is, I am intentional about how my mind and heart work together. Let's see, I am intentional with how my mind works with my heart. So swords being a mental, an air element, so having to do with the mental realm. Piercing a heart, so knowing that the mind is going to pierce, our soft, vulnerable, yet our center. What a beautiful thing, right? It can be a great thing to have them merge, to have them be together, when we have a piercing, something that's sharp, maybe cuts into you a little bit, that's where and when healing occurs. What is that? Oh, it's just there's a farmer that works back there. Must be coming through with a big truck. Anyway, so it's only when trauma happens that we heal. It's actually when we do the most healing, when trauma happens. The quickest, the most focused healing. And so if our mind is in a state of being hurt for one reason or another, we can use that intentionally with our heart. We can then, provide compassion to ourselves, if that heart needs to be extended to ourselves. If we're hurt because of something, externally, sending our hearts and knowing that our thoughts and pieces of ourselves are with that thing that we are dwelling upon. When we think about it, 3s either signify worry or creativity, right? The Empress 3 energy of fertility. So you can either take those thoughts and be worried about them, and if you're, you want to go that route, make it the most badass, fantastical worry story ever. And label it what it is, a mental exercise, and you participating in imaginative play is what it is. Now, it's not a timeline or a reality you want to choose, so it's good to experience it in your mind and let it be a mental thing, and then place it there and leave that be. Unless you want to ruminate, well then, free will. But it's nice to know when we're being hurt, right? There becomes a point when you receive enough hurt to where it's like that pain goes away, or maybe becomes masked by a different hurt. And sometimes people even lose the ability to feel a hurt or a pain. Some physiological reason. And these things are not the best, ideal, right? So it's good to feel it, to know it's there. If it's there, we want to know it's there. So for our show, what we can show the world, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of royalty this month. It just seems like nearly every other card is a court card, which is great. The Queen of Pentacles is able to see all the things, all the earthly things, that they have, and to really manage without micromanaging. You put the person who is the best at something in a position, to do their thing naturally. So utilizing the natural tendencies of the different aspects that's within you, or aspects of your home, or whatever it is that you want to look at, your business. Pentacles can also mean business. I think that is an onion there. If it is, it reminds me of just the layers, right, that an onion has. I always find the center of the vegetable, you know, like an onion or lettuce or celery or whatever it is, you know, it has like layers. I always find the center to be the most delicious. You know, the most, maybe it's just like it's the purest. I don't know. Definitely acknowledging all the different layers of us. So bringing that into our heart space, into our present moment, probably embodying the Queen of Pentacles. Called to find the Wildly Tarot deck with the Queen of Pentacles and see what they say in regards to this card. Have you guys seen their podcast, the Wildly Tarot podcast? Or heard it, I should say. Their friendship is really beautiful to see. Those two with Esther and Holly. Queen of Pentacles is warm, practical, and homey. So the keeper of business, material things in our bodies, of being warm with our hearts. You're doing those things that we need to do to nourish them. You know, the onion, you know, there's a reason why it tastes so good to us. It's because it's extremely nourishing. Our bodies want the building blocks inside. Maybe the call is to cook from the heart this week. Grow. Very interesting. Death. So how we get balance between, you know, a painful mental experience and being holistic and warm with our hearts. Balance is letting go of the things that no longer need to be with us. And there's a rose in their mouth, maybe providing that balance, that reminder that through death comes new light, life. Let's say this, you know, was a thing that just composed right there. You know, there was a flower or, you know, plants able to bloom from that space. I think our obsession with death is because we don't really understand it. We don't practice it enough. We don't understand that every inhale has an exhale. You know, that could be us practicing dying. It could be as easy as that. Because every moment is a new moment to change and be different and experience a new little death, because we're constantly spawning new life as we do whatever we want to do, you know, whatever kind of life we want to lead. number 13. So what does number 13 mean to you? To me, it's one of the most sacred numbers that we have. We have 13 moon cycles, 13 new moons in a year. So it is a number for the goddess, the whole of everything, right? The whole of our existence, can be, we will eventually transform from this being to another. It's just how it is. As time moves, we change and we grow. Cycles are ending. It's beautiful. Wow. I really love the color scheme that's going on with these cards. I'm excited to share with you. I will do a crystal grid with the altar here and take pictures, share that with you with the journal prompts and symbolism up on part 2 on Patreon. Definitely let me know if you draw some cards, what you get for this week as well. I'd love to hear your insights. We'll talk soon, guys.